And we're live.
Happy Sneaky Peek Tuesday, everybody. I am Priya Mohan, the owner of Sorry Not Sorry here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And what I love to do is find beautiful vintage pure silk saris and turn them into clothing that is perfect for North America and Europe and just everyday wear. It's size inclusive, age inclusive, amazing for travel because it weighs almost nothing. And actually, you'll get to see that today, how great it is for travel, because I'm going to be trying everything on with this single underpinning, just so you can see how versatile the pieces are. They're great for travel. They're easy to wash in a hotel sink. You can dress them up, you can dress them down. They have versatility. You get that childhood joy of being able to play dress up with your clothing. You don't have to be a bright color person because we do have muted tones. But if you are a bright color person, you can revel in the color. Behind the camera today is my daughter, the lovely Mira.
Hello, hello.
And today we are going to be showing you a few, about half of the pieces that we're releasing on this Sunday, Mother's Day, as part of our May Sneak Peek collection. So this Sunday at 11 a.m., actually at 10:45, our website's going to go password protected. Then at exactly 11 a.m., the password protection will be lifted and you will be able to purchase off the website, and you'll be able to purchase from the Sneak Peek collection, which right now is only in preview mode. So you can only see it, but you can't buy it. Starting at 11 a.m. on Sunday, you can buy it. And the way that it usually works is we recommend that you check out often, because even if something is in your cart, doesn't mean that it's yours. It's the first person to pay for it. But I have some really good news for you guys. We have always tried to refund shipping within the first 3 days. We just found a way to create a combined shipping option. So when you get to checkout and you're choosing your shipping method, if you know that you're going to be combining this order with other orders, just select combined shipping. And then at the end of the day, if you've hit free shipping, great. We will just send you your things. And if you have not hit free shipping, then we can send you a shipping invoice separately. But that way you don't have to keep paying for shipping and then wait for us to refund it. So I hope that helps. This is our first time trying it, so we'll have to see if it works. Has anyone joined us, Mira?
So many ladies have joined us.
Let's see who's here.
We have Jacqueline Webb.
Hi,
and
Jacqueline.
Corey and Bethany and Sabina and Andrea and Jane and Rhonda over on Facebook. And who else is here? We have just all of our ladies.
Well, hello, ladies. It is so nice to see you guys again.
Here. Marguerite is here. Hi, Marguerite.
Oh, hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Quick shout out to all our American ladies who saw the messaging about how we are now including duties prepaid and have said, yes, I'm back in again. We really appreciate the support. If you have not become one of those ladies yet, feel free to check out and prepay your duties. The way that it's working now is that even though the duties do end up being more than 10%, it really, I know, depending on where you look, there's different percentages and it depends on what you're buying. But right now, Shopify, which has its own little setup, and that's what we're using, is charging 10%. And then what we've done, we're still subsidizing the cost because we get charged way more than 10%. But what we're doing is we're adding a little bit of an administration fee onto the shipping. And we figure with the duties you pay plus that administration fee, we'll still end up subsidizing some of it, but not nearly as much. And we think that what that'll do is spread out the cost of the tariffs so that the tariffs won't be debilitating anymore. So all of our American friends, welcome back. You deserve some silk. You know you do. You're going through it.
Marguerite says, thank you for helping us out. And then also on our Facebook and YouTube, we have our lovely ladies, Deborah and
Hi,
Christine and Marilyn saying hello, tuning in.
Now, Marilyn, I know you love a good waterfall top. So now is a good time to let all of you know that we are doing a waterfall top promotion. In talking amongst ourselves here as a team, we realized that we have to show people the waterfall top and show people how to style it. And only once we've put it on them and styled it do they say, oh my God, this is the best style ever. So what we've done is we've put a promotion on our waterfall tops, all regular price ones, that you will get $40 back in store credit for every waterfall top that you purchase. It's done automatically at checkout. There's no codes or anything, because we're really confident that once you give one of them a try, you will be back for more. It's a great style. And Corey asked a really good question. Because you're getting this bonus, is it final sale? The answer is no. So you can take that chance. You can go and purchase a full price or Avatar waterfall top, earn the points, get it home, change your mind, send it back. And then the same refund policy that we always have will be in place, which is we can refund you back to store credit. But you will lose those points. So as soon as you return something, and this happens in every case, as soon as you return something, you lose the points that you would have got for purchasing it, which kind of just makes sense. But it means that if you keep it, you're saving $40. And if you don't like it, you haven't really lost that much. $10, I think, or $20 maybe. But trust us, you'll love it. So what I'm wearing right now is a poncho. And for those of you who don't have a Ziska bead or a fun little ring, you can just tie a knot in it if you want to create some asymmetry, which I often do. I am wearing it right now, tunic length, which means it's longer at the front and in the back. This piece here is definitely a Monday, Tuesday piece. And by the way, the water...
Montreal.
Pardon?
It makes me think of Montreal.
It's just so vivid.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Like it's got a leaf pattern here. You know what I really love too is this stripe here at the back.
Mm-hmm. I was admiring that when it was on the sleeve.
That's gorgeous. So the colors are like a cobalt blue, true bright, like neutral red. There is this I'm going to call it a marigold orange. This here is between like a golden yellow, but it's not like a butter yellow. I'm going to call it a margarine yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then black.
Because it's pale, but it's warm.
It's warm.
It's a very particular, like, specific yellow.
Yeah. And I think that it's coming out.
Whoa, girl.
Quite accurately.
It's inside out.
No. That means we get to talk about our seams. So whenever we put on something inside out here, we always show you how well the seams are done. Now, you don't see it as much on a poncho because the seams are all exterior hems, but you'll notice it on our other pieces that we do French seams. So we have our stuff on as staff members inside out all the time because you can't see a raw edge that makes you realize that you're wearing it backwards.
Yeah, Alex is the only one who will notice from a distance.
Yeah, she's really good. She's so meticulous, and we all benefit from that.
So Corey says that she just purchased the vest in that fabric, and
I thought so. I thought so. I thought that's what I saw. You was going to point it out and say this is the same fabric, but I wasn't 100% sure. It's beautiful. It is absolutely stunning.
And Carol Guernsey has said hello from Facebook.
Hello.
And Marilyn Ritzy said, love the waterfall. Kim recommended that style the first time I came into your store, and it's still a fave.
It really is. There's just something so easy about it. I should tell you that I am showing you the Wabi Sabi ponchos right now.
So I was just going to say, you aren't. It looks like the rack has been flipped.
Oh. I'm showing you the full price ponchos right now.
That's what I was just going to ask, because I'll put a banner at the bottom so you guys know when we shift to look at the Wabi ones.
Yes. So these are the full price collection. They are part of the sneak peek. If you're watching on Instagram, you can just comment sneak peek and it will send you the link. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, there should be a link in the description. If neither of those work for you, you can just go to our homepage on our website, and like the first banner says sneak peek, and then it's got a countdown and it says preview. You can go there. So this one here is also very, very soft. It's like it's a really well-loved, not well-loved in the worn-out sense, but like a really soft pair of jeans.
Like when you've had them for long enough that like the life has made them softer.
Life has made them softer.
They're like, your shoes are going to get softer as you use them.
That kind, exactly. Yeah. They're not worn out, but it's just the fibers have loosened enough that it's really soft. So the colors that we're seeing here are kind of like a brick red and then a lighter brick red mixed with beige.
Oh, I'm drinking, so I'm putting my microphone away. Okay,
Mira is literally, all I can see is that she's got her hand up. And I'm like, I think she has a question.
I'm drinking an iced coffee and I don't want you to hear
these here are different shades. I think they're coming out most accurately there. It's actually like it's a pinkish brown.
Yeah, it's honest. It's like I
don't know. How would you describe that color?
I want to say a terracotta brown.
It is kind of like a terracotta brown.
There's an orange warmth to it.
There is a warmth to it. And there's no yellow in it. but it doesn't quite go right into like a clay. It's a clay color. It's a clay. It's clay brown.
Or like a brown brick.
And
Good
yes,
brown.
Except it looks to me like it's showing up for you guys as more yellow. It is not yellow. How does it look on your screen, Mira?
It is a little like the strokes, the broad strokes are the clay's color is coming through. I think the background color of it is coming out a bit more yellow, but it's actually kind of like a terracotta lime wash.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what it is. And this has these fun patterns on it. If you flip it around, we've got this triangle with these little circles. And this color in here it's somewhere between a wine and a deep magenta, kind of like a Mourvedre.
Yeah, it's like a purpley burgundy.
It's a purpley burgundy.
Yeah.
And then we have a little bit of black here. And you can see more of
seashells.
They do look like little seashells. I do love me a good polka dot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I am trying everything on with the boho dress, which is made by Blue Sky. It is made out of, I believe these are rayon.
Yes.
Yes, they're rayon from bamboo. They're extremely soft. It comes with pockets. There are only 3 sizes. There is the small medium, the large extra large, and the 2X, 3X. I'm wearing the XL, the large extra large, and it's comfortable and there's lots of room. Yeah, really.
They're so tempting. What's the one with the cap sleeve called?
So we do have another dress. I only have a few of them. I think it's called the Erin dress. I will show it to you because nobody has seen it.
I featured it on a mannequin and it sold immediately.
Really?
It was very beautiful and very sweet and it really made my day. This family came in and the grandmother tried on the dress and I was like, oh, do you want to try it on? Like, I think it looks so good. And she came out and everyone was speechless. They were like, Grandma, you look so beautiful. And she was just beaming. And I was like, oh, it looks like it's yours already. Like, she looked so good in it. It's such a perfect, like, casual dress, like day to day, but then also it's so easy to dress up.
It's so easy to dress up
because the top part is bamboo while the skirt is the rayon.
That's what I wanted to just double check. Okay, so this one is actually a linen bamboo. So because I thought so. The boho dress is a little bit lighter weight, and you can tell that it's probably a rayon. It's very soft, but it's quite light. Whereas this, you can feel a little bit of the structure of the linen. So you have a linen bamboo down here, and then it's got a t-shirt top, which is just the regular Blue Sky bamboo. So we don't have very many of these. This one is a size large. We got in to just test out the style.
And the skirt does have the same tiering, I guess.
Tiered effect.
Tiered effect, thank you. As the boho dress. So it isn't very restrictive either, which is nice.
So I find for me, things that I like about the Erin dress. It does have an empire waistline. So the ruffles or the tiers kind of start here. And I'm short-waisted. So for me, that's still a good 2 inches above my natural waist. So I think on a person who's not short-waisted, it would be much higher. However, I'm wearing a size large and it fits me perfectly, which is normally not the case for if I'm wearing Blue Sky, like a large will be comfortable, generous. So I would definitely say go up 1 size at least. It is meant to be quite fitted through here. It's a stretchy fabric. And then down here, it's meant to float. It does have pockets, but I'm even going to say like it's got only this much give down here. So air upwards in size, not downwards in size. It's kind of an indigo blue. It is, I'm 5'5", and on me, it's pretty much floor length. Very comfortable though. I can see why you love it.
It falls to like right at the ankle. And even, so the woman who was in, she tried on the small and she was a bit more of a petite woman in height as well. And she wanted to hem it just a little bit, just in case, but it fell at around the same length again. So for the most part, it should fall at the ankle.
That's good to know. Yeah, and it's got a nice weight to it.
It's so beautiful. I'm so tempted.
I think I'm going to go with the boho dress first. Like the number of times I've looked into my closet.
So perfect.
Yeah, that just if all like even under the Babydoll dresses, it would be nice to have like a little tiered skirt, but a lightweight one.
That's what I was going to say. Is you love the look of the tiered skirt, but you don't. The ruching at the top can sometimes be uncomfortable
for my tum.
Yeah, for like a long period of time. And so the dress is just wow,
nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the colors on this are insane. So it is different shades. I want to make sure you're seeing it accurately. Oh, there we go. It has fixed itself. So what you're seeing are different shades of coral, a sky blue, leaf green, and then a butter yellow and a deeper kind of marigold.
Yeah. I actually also think that we might have this super sweet silk in a wabi sculptural tunic dress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool, to have the wabi sculptural tunic in this as well.
Did you want us? I can grab it for you.
To try it on?
Yeah. If you'd like. It's up to you.
It might be there. It might be there.
It might be there. I think it is. And then I will read that comment in a second.
Okay. And then I will take this off so that I can try on that dress. And I think I'll try it on over the boho dress.
Yeah.
Because that'll be fun too. This is fun, wearing all these layers, honestly.
Oh,
There
guys,
we
I
go.
forgot you could still hear me. I'm not going to lie. I was singing a little song and I forgot that I had the microphone. So I was just going.
Oh,
it's a little different. I thought it was the same.
That is interesting. Let's see how it looks.
I thought it was the same, but I do really like it still.
So this is a dress from our Wabi Sabi collection. It is currently available. So if you are interested in it, you don't even have to wait to buy this one. PRG8916. And I can see why Mira thought it was similar. This one is much more of a pink, almost like a flamingo or a shrimp. Maybe more of a flamingo.
Yeah.
Maybe a flamingo.
Rachel has joined.
Hey, Rachel. There's the color there.
Jordy says they make a maxi skirt in that called the Roma, I think. I'm 5'9", and it's one of the only maxi skirts that is long enough for me. However, I have to say I like your cotton tiered skirt even better. It looks like the Erin dress is the same as the Roma skirt, but with the t-shirt part built in.
Yeah, I'll have to look for that. I do like me a good tiered skirt. I actually love the way this looks together.
I really like it because it's also like it's not too poofy that you're not losing the structure of the sculptural.
No, and I sometimes find that with the cotton tiered skirt, it acts like a petticoat.
It does. I treat mine as a petticoat.
Yeah,
so
whereas
I find
this
really
is more
good
like a
maxi
slip.
caftan.
Yeah, this is adorable together. And because this is a sheer piece, wearing this underneath it kind of acts like that slip or whatever you need to have
without it being
under
all too heavy too, which is nice.
Oh, I am definitely getting myself a boho dress.
Oh, it's so sweet with the sculptural. It falls perfectly.
Perfect.
Wow. Jackie Newell says boho dress has advantage of little on top, so it's easy to wear silk over it in hot weather.
Yeah,
that I would say that the Erin, because it's the cap sleeve, it's great if you want arm coverage, but it would definitely be the warmer of the two. So they're not the same pink.
So they are not the same pink. Yes, this is how we learn. And there, it's funny how it takes a second to pick up the color. Accurate there, guys, right there. Did you see it?
Yeah.
How it took a second? So I would say the pink in the skirt is coming out a little bit darker, but you can really see the colors. Mind you, I think, ladies, I am getting to the point, shout out to Lorena who first showed me this, where I just wear what I want. So I sent this picture to you guys in our stories on Sunday. I went to Niagara Falls to see an Indian comedian named Zarna Garg. She was actually hilarious. And I got the tickets because I got the tickets for my mom for Mother's Day. But then my nephew's wife was pregnant, became pregnant, and they threw her a baby shower, and it turned out to be on the same day. And there was no way my mother was going to miss her first great grandchild's shower. So I had the tickets. I went with Shifali and my husband. But anyways, I thought, so the way that it worked out is I had picked up from here, I think I showed it to you. It was a red baby doll dress with tiny, tiny little clusters of iridescent beads. And I just thought, oh, this is definitely what I'm going to wear. And then I was like, oh my gosh, what should I wear underneath it? And so I ended up picking, I think I picked my Learbird. You guys don't even know, but I definitely picked a pair of linen pants. But then I kind of felt like I didn't have enough blue on top. So I had a vest and I threw that over top. But then I felt like it was a lot of fabric because the vest was crepe and the dress was Georgette. And so then I took a magnet and I just kind of took the vest and I did this and I created a little
I remember that look.
Yeah, right there. And then it kind of ended up looking like a cape over top. And I felt so pretty. And I bet there were people there. There was, again, a lot of beige, a lot of navy, a lot of black, a lot of gray. And I was there walking like a peacock in my finery. And I didn't even care. I didn't even register if anybody looked. I was just having so much fun being dressed up as a princess. And I feel like at my age, nobody cares. They're like, oh, that old woman sure loves color. I'll be like, yep, this old woman does.
That's like, when I went to the orchestra, I dressed up because I'm like, you're going to see the orchestra, you're going to see a symphony. And I was the only one who was dressed up for the theater.
Yeah, like I feel like,
why did we stop dressing up for the theater?
I don't know. I part of me thinks maybe it's economic and people just don't have disposable income for dress up clothes, but then
probably.
But I also think you're buying tickets to the theater.
But also, who sells silk gloves anymore?
You wore silk gloves.
I wore silk gloves.
Yeah.
I do also want to say that Sabina said Zarno is in town. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's so funny.
Jordy said boha definitely more lightweight and better for those hot summer days.
Yeah. So this piece I expect is going to go very, very quickly. It's a poncho. It's a full price piece, and it is a divine, absolutely divine digital print.
Oh my God, I know. That one is stunning.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
The blues and the green. I love when a red is in a blue and green piece.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take over. Like, it just complements it so perfectly.
This is stunning. And then the fact that it has these darker tones here, you could wear it with navy, you could wear it with black. And then it's got this pretty ribbon here in a leaf green. It's lovely. The colors are sensational. And then here, this I'm going to say is more like a very pale lime green, but then it does ombre into different shades of blue and then teal. Mm-hmm. These are different shades of pink and red and orange. There's orange through here.
Wow,
different shades of burgundy
see the
here.
satin stripe.
Yeah, it's great, right?
It's
and then
beautiful.
This fabulous red, a bluey red. This piece is to die for.
And Jacqueline Webb said, I always wear my silks to the theater. I do too now. I find I just always reach for my maxi dress or my sculptural tunic or my poncho. Like, it's just like, it's such a fun, classy environment that you just want to dress up and be all fancy.
Well, and I think there was a time where people still think being all fancy means being all buttoned up. Which is uncomfortable, right? If you're going to be sitting down for a show and you just had a meal and then you're bloating and your buttons are holding you in. So yeah, I think if that's the only option you have in your closet, I could see why you might go with something a little bit more, a baggy pair of jeans. But when you have these silks in your closet, it's so easy to look good. In fact, yesterday, we went to Pilates, me, Shafali, Mira, and my husband. Mira, do you want to share how great Pilates was yesterday?
I died, guys. We had plans for a beautiful, fun family evening, and we all got out of the car, looked at each other, and said, and this is where we say goodbye.
Yeah.
We're going to go to bed.
There is no fun family evening here. And so, because we were going to go see Michael, the movie. And then we decided that we would just go out for a quick dinner somewhere. So we went out to this local Mediterranean place called Paramount. And I said, just hold on a second. I'm going to go throw something on. Because I was wearing my Pilates clothes. I was down in, would you say less than 30 seconds?
In less than 30 seconds, beautiful vest, beautiful Casbahs, vest style. What am I wearing? I'm glad you asked. My sweaty purple leggings, my sweaty oversized purple top. My hair is gross. And she said, let's go to Paramount.
But the thing is, and I couldn't, so I made a comment. I'm like, look at how easy it is to look beautiful when you just don't have the time to get dressed. And she goes, that and the fact that you're in your own home, it makes all the difference.
Yeah.
But I thought to myself, I really should have just offered them both some silks.
But you did get ready so fast.
Yeah,
it was
so fast.
It was one of those, I don't know if there was the magnet Polly Pocket toy we used to have.
Yeah.
Where she'd go in the change room and then she'd come out in a new outfit.
Yeah, that's how easy it was to get dressed, guys.
I love that one. I love how the necklace makes the teal pop so much.
So again, we are still looking at the Avtar collection. We have so many colors in here. So different shades of purple. They definitely lean more towards a reddish purple, not a bluish purple. So not a periwinkly kind of purple, but the other one. This is kind of like a brick color. Mm-hmm. This is red, but then it also has some brick colors in it. We have some teal. We have some sky blue. The sky blue has some teal in it. If I miss, greens. Fabulous greens. This piece is a showstopper.
And I have some comments to fill you in.
I would love to hear them.
And Jordy says, I absolutely love dressing up for the theater. I'll never stop. But at the same time, I love that it's more welcoming to everyone now to come however you are able.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that
I
too.
agree too.
That is very important. And Corey says, I'm going to the theater tomorrow. SKS is on the agenda.
Yes.
And Jordy says, ooh, share your outfit with us. Yeah, where are you going if you feel comfortable sharing? And also, just thought I'd throw that there. And also, Claire on YouTube says, good evening, ladies. Good evening, Claire.
Good
Thanks
evening,
for joining
Claire.
us.
All right, so this one I want to say is taupey gray, but it's leaning more towards gray. And then it also has those coral colors in it. It has those ochre golden yellows, and then it has a pale indigo blue. I think what makes this a showstopper is all the little sequins. Let me see, wait till the color evens out. I think you guys should be able to see the sparkly sequins on that.
Wow, that one's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It is like, yeah, it's very pale blue, I'd say, as the background.
Yes, and is it somewhere? It is maybe a blue. Maybe it's not a taupe.
I think it's like a bluey.
I think it's a blue with taupe flowers.
Yeah.
There's a taupe print within the blue.
Yeah.
And I think maybe you'll see it more on this side.
Yeah.
There.
Sabina said, Priya, I tried to get Anuksha Sankar tickets and was unsuccessful.
I have heard great things.
And someone is wondering, where can I order? So these pieces are part of our sneak peek, which will be releasing for purchase on this upcoming Sunday.
Mother's Day.
In Mother's May. And right now we're just giving a preview, and you can see all of the pieces that will be released on the website. But again, they will not be fully available to purchase until the Sunday.
Yes. And if you are, however, if there's a style that you like, let's say a poncho, we do have probably 100 ponchos right now on our website that are available for purchase right now. This is just our newest collection, which we are dropping on Sunday. But moving forward, we are thinking of doing a drop of about 20 pieces every Friday. And I know we're just tossing these ideas around. So I really appreciated Christine when you sent me those questions, because I'm like, those are questions I should know the answers to. So you really helped me focus in on what we were going to be doing. So let me show you a few more pieces, and then I will tell you what's going to be happening for sneak peeks for at least for the summer.
I also just wanted to share something that I thought was very funny. I had messaged my mom, and I had messaged my sister about getting some light fixtures from her.
Chandeliers.
And I said, so Hannah, because she's coming to town, I was like, Hannah, can you bring those with you? And she goes, yeah, just remind me in November. And we said, that's really far away. And she said, so I actually meant Thursday. Don't know where that came from, but arguably it is the November of the week.
It is the November of the week.
So right.
Yes, she's right.
But it's true. It is the November of the week. This one's really beautiful.
These are fun. These are glitters, but I love them.
Yeah, and I really like the simplicity of the stripe pattern.
Yeah, me too. So this is one of those pieces that if you don't feel comfortable wearing bright, vivid colors, or you're just looking for something to go over a navy dress that you already own, this one would probably be a great option because it's got a lot of different shades of navy in it. So one of them will likely be right. And then it has all these soft neutral colors. If you are somebody who has brown hair that is graying and you're letting your gray come in, I find that these colors work beautifully with that hair tone. But what's nice is they're kind of down here, so you get the blue closest to your face, but you do also get this to kind of tie your hair into the whole look.
Mm-hmm. Marguerite brought up a very good point, so I'm really glad that you mentioned this, but she said, please don't do the drops on Friday night or Saturdays. It's my Sabbath and I don't use electronics.
Oh,
and I do know that Saturday tends to be Friday, Saturday, people tend to practice for their Sabbath.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for letting us know.
I know. That is like, I'm so glad you said something because it is such a good point that I do know quite a few people who just don't use because of the practicing.
Well, and actually I had my doubts about Friday night too, because what if you have like an event to go to or something?
Well, she said, I've always been so relieved that you drop on Sundays. And yes, Fridays, Saturdays are always a busy time. But thank you so much for bringing that up, Marguerite. That's really good to think about.
So maybe then what we could do is so the idea has been, and we're still fleshing this out. First of all, why is this happening? We're not in a position anymore to get about 100 pieces a month or more than that a month, the way we used to be. And we still have a backlog of pieces that we've already ordered because we really wanted to keep our India team running smoothly as, there's been economic changes worldwide. But unfortunately, we do have to finally throw in the towel there and not get as many, and they probably are going to have to cut staff. But I think that is just the nature of the world in this moment. So what we're doing is we're going to spread what we already have out over the course of, I think we decided it's going to be 20 weeks, where we drop 20 pieces a week. And our thought was that we would start sharing them with you guys in a preview on Wednesday. And then during Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we would show you, do stories of them, show you what they look like. You'd still have access to the preview. And then on Friday, we would show you those pieces mixed in with other pieces from the store. And then we were going to make them available for sale on Friday, but I'm kind of wondering if maybe this isn't our sign to make them available on Sunday. Again. Miri, are you texting Henna?
I am throwing this into the team's meeting group chat so that we keep it in mind.
That is so smart.
And
that's
we can
smart
talk to the other girls to see what they're thinking about.
Yes, because I think maybe that's also a good idea.
I think...
I would much rather shop on a Sunday when I'm calm.
Well, I was also thinking, even now moving forward, our Mondays, Tuesdays are closed. Right? That it could be on a day where the store isn't open is when we do a sneak.
Where we actually do the sale so that we can take them very gently off the racks and not stress out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're putting it in the team chat.
Yes.
So beautiful shades in here again. So there's just a little bit of everything. I would love to see this paired with a leaf green pant. That would be beautiful. A purple pant would be lovely. Red would be gorgeous. Black would be safe and very versatile.
Oh. Jane, Marguerite says, so grateful for your understanding. Of course, that is a perspective that I'm really glad that you brought up because I think it's very important to consider.
Yeah.
And Jane says, the deal of the day is at full price. Can you change that? Yes, I will change that now. And
I did run it through the thing. Maybe it just didn't take.
I'll grab the iPad and I'll look at it.
Okay.
And then Jacqueline Webb says, Sundays is always difficult for me because of church, but I make it work.
Thank you. We could do Sunday evenings.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Because that's usually like a chill.
Yeah. Hanging out at home
in the fam room with everyone,
Yeah. Well, let us know. We're very flexible. We would like to pick a time and then keep it consistent so that people aren't always thinking, when is that thing going to release? Which is why Sundays at 11 works, because we're all kind of used to Sundays at 11. But we can always shift it to something else, but then it would have to always be at that time, I think. This one here reminds me of sunsets in the Caribbean.
It reminds me of bees.
It does also look like bees, or it could look like the reflection of the moon in the water. In the swimming pool?
I just learned how bees protect their hive, and bees are kind of so scary.
What do they do?
If a hornet comes into the hive, they all basically jump the hornet and cover it, and they all buzz together because it creates such extreme heat that because of them all buzzing together, the inside point reaches 115 degrees.
Really?
So they basically crisp up and burn the hornet, and then they leave the body so the other hornets will see the hornet and be like, oh, I should not stop here.
Like a mafia warning?
Yeah. They're like, this could be you.
This is so pretty.
Roberta says Sunday evening would be perfect. And Rhonda says, why not start with Sunday, same time to start and reevaluate later?
Yeah, I think maybe what we'll do is we'll do a poll in the swap and sell group because most of you live there sometimes, and we can see what works best for everybody. But we're really excited about that format because what we'd like to be able to do is integrate more of our in-store pieces and show you a bit more about how to style them and that. And sometimes, for today, I know I've been talking a lot. I have at least 100 pieces that I still need to show you. So by the end of this, I'm really just going to be holding them up to the camera. And that is less fun. It's informative, but it's less fun. Any other ladies have anything to say?
Marguerite says, leave the hornet, take the cannoli.
This is beautiful. Okay, guys, this is, it's actually a black, but it looks like a gray because there's the fabric is just so soft. And then this in here is, I think, that terracotta color again. This is a taupey gray. Very soft. It's like butter. And the color is accurate right there. Only the black is not as black as it looks. The black almost looks like a charcoal. Here is another absolutely beautiful one. This one was sitting on the rack facing the door, and every time I walked by it, I'm like, oh my God.
That's stunning.
Stunning. So again, we have a digital print. And let's see. So what I'm seeing is it's a digital print. Those are paisley designs through there. And there's kind of like a tree pattern coming up between them. And then down here, we have all of our flowers. Beautiful color here. This is actually that Evia color. I think it's, no, Hydra. This is Hydra, that really icy blue. But I think it would also go really well with Chirocco because there's some teal in there. And I bet it would also look really nice with thyme.
And that piece with Mandevilla?
Oh, with Mandevilla would be stunning. I would say that color right there is closest to Mandevilla. So lovely shades of pink. It would probably go with a lot of the pink things that are already in your closet if you have pink linen, because there are so many shades of pink. One of them is bound to be right. I'm going to start into the Wabi Sabi ponchos now, ladies. So these are the ones that are 40% off. And I'm going to start with the one that you probably saw in our advertising. Jane wore this and it looks stunning on her. I'm going to say this is like a pistachio green, a darker forest green, mid-tone blue, and then this beautiful red flower right there with some black.
Oh, the pink one reminds me of what Angela Bassett wore at the Met Gala last night.
Oh,
That's
you'll
so
definitely
true.
have to look that. Oh, did you see it, Mira?
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Is this the deal of the day? Did it get?
I'm just changing it right now.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know. I do not know.
What if I did it for tomorrow? Instead of changing the hour, I changed the day.
Let me see.
So it'll be under scheduled.
I'm going to look at our tasks. Created May 5th. Created May 5th. Finished.
Oh, another beauty, extraordinarily soft. This is all kinds of shades of terracotta and peach, coral. I don't know. I feel like this would go with Gala. Let me wait till you get the color there. But this, to me, feels like it's a little bit more muted, but it is the right colorway. Lots of these kind of reddy rusts through there. Beautiful. Oh. And then this is like a harvest gold, moving towards brown, like an ochre. Stunning. This would be beautiful with dandelion, honeycomb, pine cone. What else? Any of the browns would look great with it. It's just got a lot of different colors in it. And then this fabulous border right here.
Oh no, it's right here.
Now I have definitely seen this fabric before. It is still extraordinarily soft. It is a deep green, and then that color there is like a taupe. It's a darker taupe leaning towards brown, and then black and a very pale gray. Oh, I think I did this one as one of the picks for Priya's picks. I cannot resist something that is like fully neutral. So this one is light gray, mid-tone gray, and black, and it's really soft. The border is actually satin right through here. This is a satin. It is unbelievably soft, and it would work amazingly well with any neutrals that you have.
Oh, that one's so beautiful. Jordy says, so many great ponchos. I like wearing them tunic length, and I've been experimenting with magnets to add a little bit of a sleevish detail.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kind of trying for a kimono sleeve top tunic orientation though.
Oh, yes.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So we don't make a kimono sleeve top with a tunic orientation.
No, so she's saying she's using the buttons to do that.
To create, yeah, and we definitely recommend that. Or if you don't have buttons, you can even tie little knots.
So I don't know what happened.
That's okay.
But I'm going to do that. I'm going to fix that now, Jane.
Perfect.
Thank you for letting us know.
Okay, this one is just different shades of green that head towards blue. So in here, you're getting more of the tealy greens. Here, you're getting more green greens. This is kind of like a pale pistachio. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And to me, that section right there is stunning. That's like art. Right there. And you can see all the different colors. And I think my favorite part about it is this really vivid green. Like I think that's a Tarocco. Right there. Can you imagine how nice this would look with Tarocco?
I think no, we don't. Our Tarocco's gone.
Yeah. Oh, are we sold out of the Taroccos? Probably.
My girl Marilyn got the last one.
Oh.
I said I was going to fight you for it. You can have it.
So if you have Tarocco, this would be stunning. It would probably also work with time. On this one?
Yes.
Very soft. I can feel the threads, but like not in a way that's rough. More like it's very worn. It's like a pair of jeans. The fibers have all loosened. It's got no stiffness whatsoever. I'm going to give it like a 9.5. And the only reason it's not a 10 is because it's not a crepe. So it doesn't have, in terms of a Georgette, it's a 10. If you compare it to a crepe, it's a 9.5. Oh, this is stunning. Look at those colors. Reds, oranges, blacks, and that's actually a pale pink or a very light flesh tone, maybe like a peach. And it just has geometrics and lines. This color here, somewhere between a black and a brown, I think you can see it's a bit of both. This is actually a navy right there.
Wow. So sorry to snoop, but Jane, you just purchased a beautiful waterfall top. It just popped up as I was on the iPad.
Yeah, now's a great time to get waterfall tops, ladies. If you already know, it's a great time to score another one. And if you don't know, it's a great time to try one.
Marilyn said, I might have to put that on my list. And Jordy said, a few of these have like a combo of line ink drawing and a beautiful watercolor paint.
Yeah, they're stunning.
And
each
also,
and every one. Like, look at that.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah,
I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're interested, the price has been adjusted on the deal of the day piece.
Perfect. What was the deal of the day?
It was a gorgeous high-low.
Yes, it was a fabulous high-low. One of my favorites, to be honest, because it has that kind of burnt orange with the teal, which I love because kind of my whole house is that teal.
I have a picture of it, but...
Oh, do you want me to show it?
I don't know. Should we? It's...
This is today's deal of the day. Oh.
There
you go. If you're on Instagram, just type in deal. I think actually that probably works on Facebook as well. If you're on YouTube, you'll probably just have to head over to our website and then go to bestsellers and you'll see the deal of the day there.
And when it's usually a 187 with deal of the day, it's now 94.
Okay. Love. Absolutely love. So this is, like, how would you categorize that green, Mira?
I don't know, because it's
not
not
avocado.
a Kelly.
It's not a Kelly.
It's like a muted lime.
It is. It's like if a lime were trying really hard to be a lime.
Like if a neon green was trying to be a lime.
Yeah, that's what it is. But it has so many shades in it, which
Moss?
I think is... What do you think? Moss? No, moss is definitely
It's too dark, right?
Yeah. Slime?
I'm like, that's what it's like feeling. Like it's like mossy slime, but
Kind of, guys. I hate to say it. Ninja Turtle slime green. But in the most attractive
but in the
way.
most beautiful,
In the most
luxurious
beautiful
way.
Beautiful. It's like high-end elevated slime. It's beautiful.
I love high-end slime.
High-end slime.
That's actually, and I'm wondering if anyone else had this experience, because I was talking about it before you arrived at Pilates with Rebecca, and she said, yeah, Corey says a Kelly leaf green. I think that
actually is a much better way to describe it than slime. Yep. We agree.
Job.
Yep. Thanks.
Really
good job. Yeah.
That was really good.
Perfect.
Who even said slime?
Who would say slime to describe some crazy people?
But we were talking, and I was like, as a kid, I truly thought, like, you know how some people are like, I thought I was gonna have to, like, that quicksand was gonna be a bigger threat than it was.
Yes.
For me, I thought that Silly Putty would kill someone.
I had you guys so stressed about Silly
She's
Putty.
like, you can use Silly Putty on the ground, on a trash bag. You can't touch anything.
Do not
wash your hands.
It does not leave the kitchen. It does not leave this floor.
And it's like, at that point, it's not even fun. And like, we had a clear sparkly one, which is
didn't I say you could go outside and play with it anytime you wanted?
I don't even think so, because you were like, the wind's gonna happen and then it's gonna get in your hair. Like, our hair had to be tied up. Our clothes couldn't be loose. Like, it was like a toxic chemical.
It was.
I just remember you were like, don't you dare get it on the carpet.
Don't get it on the carpet. Don't get it in your hair. Don't get it on your clothes.
Claire said, oh my God, I was totally afraid of quicksand. And what they don't tell you is that it's actually kind of easy to get at a quicksand.
That's what I've heard too.
You just kind of kick.
Do you? Doesn't that create air bubbles beneath you?
You don't want to kick. You want to slowly stir your legs.
Yes.
Because you can kind of pedal your legs to the top, because there is a bottom of quicksand.
Yeah, because there is a bottom. It doesn't go through the entire planet.
No.
Good to know.
A really speedy elevator to China. You're like, I'm just going to spend an hour in
Some people call it quicksand. I call it a portal.
A portal. Where he says, I've got you ladies, and I'm howling so funny. Yeah, I remember, I don't know.
You guys are getting all the bad mom secrets from here.
But they're the ones that continue on. Like, I saw this new Vaseline commercial, and I wanted to send it to you because the song was Love Hurts.
Oh, no, gross!
No, wait! Mom, oh my God, this is what I'm talking about, guys.
Okay, Vaseline commercial, the song is Love Hurts.
Let me get to the premise.
Okay.
It's moms going like this with the Vaseline and then just rubbing their babies' faces. And like, the babies are crying, but like, you know when you smother your child so that they have a moisturized face?
Yes, that thing that we do.
The thing that you do, the mother smother.
I don't know. I think that if I were the creators of Vaseline, I would recognize that it could be misinterpreted. This is a taupe. Different shades of taupe with gray. And then all the color is right there. Extraordinarily soft.
Is there like a second pattern going on?
Not really. Like, it's just that. And then it's nowhere else. See?
No, I mean like the darker... because it's like there's like a darker background pattern.
Oh yeah, like there's several patterns on top of each other.
Yeah.
So we do have this kind of wavy pattern, but underneath it, these are flowers. There's one there. There's one there. Yeah, they're kind of underneath it.
So Jordy says, honestly, those sound like absolutely reasonable rules for Silly Putty. And then,
thank you, Jordy.
Corey said, my mind went there too with that Vaseline story.
Seriously, right?
Well, okay, clearly did not set it up well.
Okay,
and that is my bad.
For a Vaseline commercial, they could have gone with anything else.
But it's because they're smothering babies' faces.
That is actually, as a mom, correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, smothering a baby's face with Vaseline was not a thing when I was raising my babies. Not with Vaseline.
No, but with a face cream. But then most people use Vaseline because that's like people, Vaseline is like, honestly, we might be outcasts in this, Mom. Vaseline's a house staple for many brown houses.
People with, yes. I do know that people who don't want to have like chalky skin.
Yeah, and also it's a barrier in the winter.
Yes, and I did have a friend.
You used to do it in the winter.
Yeah, I would put it, if I thought you guys were going to get frostbite, I would put it
on our cheeks.
On your cheeks and your nose. This is beautiful. I want to say that this color is salmon.
Oh, and Corey said that there is a high-low in that fabric with more flowers on it. I think.
Oh, of that last one that I was wearing. Yeah.
Not this one. This one already has enough flowers.
Yeah, this one has enough flowers.
But
Beautiful
it's so
flowers.
beautiful.
It's unbelievable. The silk is really soft. It's a little bit thick, but like soft but thick.
But that with Mandevilla,
I don't know.
and I think you're wrong.
Okay, so the reason that I don't think it would look great with Mandevilla is I feel like this is a little bit more muted.
No, because there's a hot pink flower within it.
And then there's purple in there too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Maybe even with foxglove.
Whoa.
Look, I feel like I'm literally with that necklace and me holding this here, I look so dressed up. And
And she's off to the theater.
That was that easy. Can you imagine if we just stood outside the theater for anyone who just didn't have time to get dressed? We throw a poncho over their heads as they walk by, each one of them.
I'm telling you, rental swag. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, maybe that's what the swap and sell is going to be like.
Well, we should have like a booth at like restaurants where there's a dress code. And like people are like, you can't come in. We'll be like, you can come in now.
Oh my gosh, this one.
Corey said, I think we used it on other places under diapers.
Yes.
And then Jacqueline Webb said, no, used on butts.
We used it on butts with Zincafax. That's what we did.
I remember.
Because of the water barrier. And I could see in winter putting it on a baby's face if you were going outside for like a long hike or something. But I really feel like they're doing a double entendre there and trying to make it.
Well, it's like, I know, and sorry, Shafali, I'm airing you out. Like Shafali, she stays having a massive tub of Vaseline.
Yes.
For like her hair, for moisturizer, for exfoliating.
Yeah. I think if you have a tendency towards dry skin, Vaseline is really good at moisturizing.
Yeah. When I got my feet done when I got my pedicure, guys, I got a pedicure in India, and the man who was giving me a pedicure actually just sat there and stared at me when he looked at my heels.
Because they were so bad.
He said, what do you do? And I'm like, I just work in sales.
Do you want to know why? Because in India, getting a pedicure or getting a massage is so inexpensive. Like, I have middle class relatives in India who are like, yeah, the masseuse comes every other day at 10 a.m. and then the manicurist comes once a week at 3 p.m. and like that's just life there.
I was like, I can tell that you're a girl dad, first off, because you're being very kind about this. Thank you, sir. But he gave me a banana because I hadn't eaten. And then
really?
Yeah. And then he said, girl, you got to take care of your feet. Just slap on a bunch of Vaseline and put on a sock before you go to bed.
And that I have done. But again, Love Hurts would not be the song that I would put with that. Come on, you've got to admit it's a little suspect.
It's a little suspect, but not when you're seeing the visual.
Maybe. This is stunning. Okay, colors. Pale pink with slightly gray undertones. Taupe with gray undertones. Incredible flowers. Maybe this would look really good with Mandevilla.
This one, absolutely in love with it.
So soft.
Whoa.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday. Didn't see that one coming. Also, respect for the design of the roses, that they fall in okay areas.
Oh my gosh, yeah, let's check.
And then also, it reminds I don't know why. Maybe because it's just such a fun, classy piece that it reminds me of the fancy rich woman in Parent Trap.
The fancy rich woman?
The fancy woman who is dating the dad who sucked.
It does have that fancy vibe. It's also unbelievably soft, so you can be fancy and comfortable.
Wow, that looks really good on you, Mom.
I kind of love it too.
I know, I'm so sorry. It looks really good. It's very... You gotta wear more pinks. I know you're out of your pink phase and you're in your blue phase, but I really
blue phase.
love your pink phase.
Maybe it's time for pink phase. Maybe.
I'm in my green phase.
Are you?
I think so.
Like what shade of green? Teal green, blue green?
The issue is all of them. And that's why I try not to get the Tarocco pants, because I'm like, this would be my 5th pair of green pants. And no one should be wearing that many green pants.
It's like me with orange pants, every shade of orange.
So let me see. Jane says they should have put it on feet. I love this after working 12-hour shifts nurse's trick. Yes. Jordy says, oh, wow, the close-up is so pretty. Corey says that churches in Italy would be a good place to have a poncho rental.
Yes, because you have to cover your shoulders.
Yeah, Jane says, me too. I use it all the time. Jane also said, unfortunately, stain sheets. I do it all the time, but put a towel down.
Yes,
Smart.
it does, because it gets
It's oily.
It's oily. It gets in your sheets.
Claire said, I love that song, though. Christine says, can you show this poncho in tunic length? The one you just put back. Sorry.
Yes, I can totally do that.
And then Jordy says, Mira, did you get lace wing? I didn't. I've been
You didn't get lace wing?
What color? There was
It was like a chartreuse, but it was a winter chartreuse.
the winter. Yeah, I didn't, guys.
Mira's on a budget. She's in school.
I'm balling on a budget, and when I'm spending that budget, it is on a maxi dress, I fear.
Or her cats.
Or my cat. Oh my God.
Oh, her cats are...
So no one prepares you for the fact that when your cats are 16, all previous cat rules are out the window, and you're just living life.
Yeah. Yeah, they get to an age and they are using up. And she's got 2 of them. They're brothers. And she spends all of her money at the vet now.
Yeah, but I love my vet. Shout out Cat Clinic, and also shout out Dr. Tina Hall. I love her very much.
So this is tunic length.
That one's so you know what? It's not my Scooby colors, but it's your definition of Scooby colors.
Oh, it is definitely Scooby colors. There's some Scoobiness happening.
There's some Scoobiness happening.
Like, I would like to see this with a black and white necklace.
Something Scooby's going on here.
I don't know what decade I feel like it's from. 90s?
Michelle says, that's stunning. Christine says, thank you. And Roberta says, I've never seen such stunning ponchos. They're so
They
nice.
are. They're beautiful.
They're
one
so
after
nice.
another.
And Jane said, wow, that's old for cats. I know. And honestly, despite them being so old, we're going to pray that they live to 20 because we can't handle the idea that they don't.
Yep. Mira's not ready for that.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I'm going to show you a couple. We only have 3 Bolero maxi dress sets.
Ladies, I have to tell you, as a maxi dress lover, these maxi dresses are crazy
They
beautiful.
really are. So,
will these be wabi?
So I had to mix them together. So this one is, because you're going to write it, right?
I'll just write Maxi and Bolero.
Yeah. Yes. So, because there's only 3 of them, so I thought I would show them to you first. This one is an Avatar collection. It is different shades of persimmon, rose, brick, purple, like a lavender. It's got a black background. With this one, though, I should let you know.
The colors were just so fancy. Brick, black.
Okay, so this here is metallic thread. And when they use metallic thread to embroider, it's machine done. And the metallic thread ends up showing up on both sides. And there is always a texture to it. This one I wouldn't say is itchy, like it's not pokey, but it has a texture.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're somebody who's really sensitive, be aware that whenever you get something that is metallic thread, it's going to be like that. But sometimes we have pieces that are like they'll have embroidery.
Yeah.
But when you look at the underside, it's regular thread holding the embroidery on. So you kind of have to check.
And I do find that the Mina dress does help if you find you get irritated from that thread, but you really love the look and the style. I find the Mina dress does provide like enough of a barrier.
Yeah. And isn't your yellow maxi dress, doesn't it have
my yellow
embroidery?
maxi doesn't have that one, but I have a teal and orange one that has the Marrakesh work.
Yes, that's right.
And that one I find I have to wear my Mina under.
So this is the wrong necklace, but this is how it would look with a Bolero set. And the Boleros can be worn. This one has the embroidery on top, but you can flip it and wear it this way with the embroidery on the bottom. So this is a really nice piece to have for a wedding that kind of goes into the evening. When my daughter got married, all of the bridesmaids wore maxi dresses. We didn't have the Boleros at the time, so they had shrugs, but they had their shrugs to wear in the evening over top of their dresses.
Oh, I would love it. Jordy says, ooh, I would love that for fall, just out and about with rain boots.
Oh my gosh.
So cute.
Over a black turtleneck?
Love that.
Yeah.
So we do have some comments. So Rhonda says, with the stunning Scooby poncho, when Priya raises her arms in it, the design appears to outline her.
Oh.
Michelle says, thank you for adding the amount of the duties to the checkout.
You're welcome. We were so happy to finally be able to do that. That change only became available to us on April 21st. And as soon as we saw it, Alex and I got busy behind the scenes doing all the changes that we had to make to the products, which is why they're not all available yet. It was easier to do the silks because we could do it in bulk. But bit by bit, we're getting everything else added.
Heather says, we had a cat live to 25. I found her when I was 8. She was still with my parents in my 30s. And Sabina says, what are the names of the cats? So I have had them since I was in grade 4. So I was about 8 or 9 when we found them. Also, I was 8 or 9 when we found them. And they're 2 brothers, and we named them Toot and Puddle because they are these children's books that we used to read about 2 brother pigs named Toot and Puddle who would go on adventures together. And so my 2 boys are Toot and Puddle.
Yeah. And Puddle likes to drink water from taps.
Oh my God, Puddle's obsessed with water. Now also, because I do overnight curls, I spray water in my hair. And I can't touch the spray bottle because if I touch it, he starts screaming and pawing at me because I thought it'd be so funny if I sprayed him in the face once and he drank it.
Oh, he liked it?
And he said, whoa.
That's what you use to deter cats from doing things.
So now he'll come up to me and I have to hold my hand under his chin because he dribbles and I have to spray it in his mouth. And then he goes.
He is a cutie, to be fair.
And it gets all over his chin. And then I'm like, so can I use the spray bottle now?
He can also be a bit of a dick, to be fair also.
He has to be really cute because he can also be like such a dick.
When Mira was in school, I think first year university, he was so upset that she was gone. He would pee on our stove.
Yeah, because he knew that they used the stove. So actually when I was in my first year university, I used to have to come home every 2 weeks. Not even for my parents, just for my cats.
Yeah. Yeah, I was so mad at them. I locked them in the downstairs bathroom.
Yeah.
They were just peeing everywhere.
They were peeing everywhere.
They were peeing everywhere.
To be fair, there was a dog who loved to chase them and a bunch of cats who liked to beat them up because
we had too many cats and a dog.
Yeah, they were at the bottom of the hierarchy.
They were.
Maybe they should have been a little tougher, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
They had a really rough childhood before they met us.
So they too were on their journey.
They were. They're very happy now because they have Mira all to themselves.
Yeah, they're so happy.
This one's extraordinarily soft, guys. Like,
and it's
butter.
So pretty.
Butter. And I hope you guys saw, I kept trying to show you elephants.
Yeah, wait, maybe show one on the Bolero because I was going to say the pattern's so nice.
There's one.
And those colors. I love the orange on the pink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it reads like a coral.
Yeah, because it's still so subtle.
And
Jordy said elephants. And she said, so happy for our American Silk sisters.
Yeah.
And Claire says, Mira, do you have a cat fountain? I did. And then there's this one company that does majority of the cat fountains, and they break really easily. And then you have to get a new cat fountain, and it'll either work or it's going to break within the same 3 months. And you can't buy just the engine, which is what breaks.
Oh, the motor.
The motor. Yeah, you can't buy just the motor. You have to buy an entirely new fountain. But apparently now you can buy the motor. Just the motor.
Well, that would make so much more sense. It would be a lot better for the environment.
They would lose so much money. So they didn't want to do it. But then people said, hey.
So this is the third and final one that has a matching bolero. We still do have boleros and maxi dresses as part of our current in-store selection. I know, look at it.
Oh my God, this is so Sex in the City with the cheetah print too.
Where's the cheetah print?
Right on the bottom and along the border.
Wow, yeah.
That's
there it is.
stunning.
I thought you were saying because of the Swarovskis.
Well, I think all of it, it's very Carrie Bradshaw.
So I would call that a muted salmon on a cream with black. That's stunning. Okay. I can totally do that.
So Jacqueline Webb says, I can't find that one online. Yes, actually, you probably just heard me whispering in the background. There is a small clipping on that, so it's actually, oh, you found it. That's even better. It just needs a small patch in one spot.
Or it might just be, is it Wabi Sabi? No. Oh, I see where you're pointing.
Yeah, I didn't see that before.
Okay, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, because there was the one, I took that one off of a separate rack.
Well, that was, this one was a, what's it called? Marketing piece.
Oh, maybe that's why then.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you found it.
Yeah, we'll have to just see what's under that
I
clip.
just wanted to put that one to the side in case the girls still had something they wanted to do with that.
Okay, so now these next ones that I'm going to show you are all Wabi Sabi. So this one is to die for.
Oh my God, I was eyeing this one. Guys, this is going to be such a dangerous category for me. I have so many maxi dresses and I need more.
Like, look at that. It almost looks like needlepoint. And then those are Swarovski beads that are sewn on. And they're not going to be itchy on the inside because they're sewn on with cotton and silk thread.
Could you let me know what the code was for the maxi dress previous?
This guy?
Yes.
PRC207. Nope, wrong. PRC, I just read you the price. 8832. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, if I had an event happening this summer, I would 100% buy this.
And what's this code?
This code is PRC. It's Wabi Sabi, right? PRC 8983. Like, it's sophisticated garden party.
Oh, it wasn't with the other ones online. That one.
It wasn't?
It wasn't with the other ones online.
Where was it?
Jacqueline Webb, and where did you find her?
So maybe she's not tagged with all the marketing tags?
I
think she was never moved out of marketing.
I don't think she's moved out of marketing yet.
Okay, I'll take care of that.
Okay. And what are the colors in this piece, would you say?
I would say black, pistachio green, gray, lavender, rose, a muted raspberry. I think that's it.
Morag says, late getting here, I was fighting a motorsport being put in the property behind us, rabble rousing and organizing the community.
Way to go. Love that. So this one is a Wabi Sabi piece. So I'm wondering now, because there were a bunch of pieces that I pulled at the last minute off the marketing rack. This one was online though, right, Mira? Can you just double check that? Because this was also on the marketing rack.
Can you please let me know the code?
Yeah. PRC 8836.
It says 0 available.
That's good. That's right.
And then I want to...
Is it active?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If it's active, then we're good.
Yeah, it's active.
Okay. This one I want to say is a navy blue. And
oh, damn. Sorry.
What?
It was a motorsport park put in behind her.
Oh, no. I would
thought,
be.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not going to be
crazy.
Okay. This is a pale pink. This is a vivid fuchsia. This is a blue verging on purple. And she is
look at the
stunning.
ice blue on the other side.
Where? What?
On the bottom.
So if you were to wear it underarm to the front, that's what would be at the front. Beautiful. So again, these are the Wabi Sabi ones. Oh, this is also extremely soft. It's a very pale gray with black and red.
Oh, ATVs and four-wheelers.
Oh, that just sounds noisy. We were at a restaurant the other day. Okay, so we were at a restaurant.
I just want to quickly say, Jacqueline Webb said that it was on the first page and the rest were on the second page. That one dress.
Mm-hmm. Depends how it's sorted.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try this on, but I'm also going to tell you this story because I would love to get your take. And I guess this is one of those am I the asshole stories. Okay. All right. So we're at a restaurant. It's an Indian restaurant. It's called Bombay Bell in Mississauga. If you have not been, I highly recommend. It's been around 30 years, and it literally just gets better and better.
Fear, because I don't know this one.
This is beautiful. Oh, because you don't know the story. Okay. So we get in there, and there's a man sitting by himself at a table next to us. Okay, I haven't even said anything yet.
Do I know this one?
You do not know this story. So he's sitting by himself. And then eventually his son comes in. I'm going to say his son was no more than 10 years old. Apparently he had sent his son to the bank, and the son comes back with $100 bill. And I guess that's how they're paying for food. I'm like, you know what? That's great that you're giving your son responsibility at a young age. You're teaching him good things. Way to go, Dad. Then they're waiting for their meal. They both take out their phones. They're both listening to their phones at full volume. Full volume. And the kid is listening to some sort of, I guess, sports thing. The dad is listening to the news. They are 3 feet away from us, and it is noisy. It's like having a different television in each ear. And I said to my husband, can I tell them to turn it down? And he's like, is it bothering you? Like, what, are you trying to read or study? And I'm like, but it is bothering me. And I look around at the waiter, hopefully, thinking maybe the waiter will come and just go, shh. But no, doesn't happen. So, do you say something or don't you?
You do.
You do? What do you say?
You say, excuse me, sir, do you mind if you could turn that down a little bit? And then you pity play it by saying, I have such a bad migraine right now.
So it's not
you create a whole storyline. My newborn could not fall asleep last night. This is my first meal all month.
So you have a huge backstory.
You have a huge backstory.
So that they don't feel bad about having their music and stuff on so loudly in a public space. So you're going to take the hit. What do the ladies
Jordy
say?
says, you know what's fun? Peace and quiet.
And I don't mind if somebody's quietly listening to their thing. Like, you could be watching your video that your kid sent you, but it was like full on having a sports game in my ear and listening to the news with my other ear. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Oh my goodness. Poor Morag. She was just saying the board of supervisors has been lying to them too about what was going on behind her property. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that.
Oh, poor Morag. You're just not getting a break these days. It has been one challenge after another.
Jane says, absolutely, you're not able to enjoy your meal. They have AirPods for this.
Yes.
Heather says, do they have headphones? Roberta says, yes, definitely say something, even though my husband is mortified. And Morag says, no, in a restaurant, it should be quiet. Actually, I saw people who were like changing the headphone jack was the beginning of the end. And it made more people feel like they have to just listen out loud.
Oh, I could hear that. I can imagine that too. So guys, I did say something. This is a full price piece. We're now into the full price ones. So I very quietly, I did not make it my problem. I didn't say it was because I had a headache. I just said, oh, excuse me, guys, would you mind just turning that down? And I did the hand gesture, just a little bit, just a little. And then the dad yells at the kid, turn that down. And the kid's like, yeah. He turns it down. I'm like, dude, it's you too. No offense, but it's also you. But yeah,
that's like, and it's funny because I'm not Catholic, so there's no reason for this to have been my response. But I thought that it was really funny because very, very sweet. Mary Susan Perro sent me a happy May the 4th be with you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Mary
and
Susan
me,
is so sweet.
I said, and with you.
That's what you're supposed to say.
But that's
religious.
That's religious. I'm like, and May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you, and also with you. This one has Mukesh work, guys. So it is fully beautiful. I love it with the underarm side to the front. The colors are exquisite. I do need to point out that these little silver dots are Mukesh work, which is kind of like a metallic ribbon that is sewn up and crisscrossed over itself to make a little square.
And I will say,
so they're a tiny bit itchy.
Yeah, I was going to say they are a little itchy.
They are a little itchy, just so you know. Full disclosure.
Rhonda says, in general, I don't give reasons for asking them to turn it down when it's loud enough that I can't ignore it during my meal. However, a dad who is demonstrating this behavior for his son, clearly I might have a reason at the ready. And Marilyn said, I would have to say something. Morag said, I was organizing the community from Vietnam.
Oh my gosh.
Jackie Newell says, Morag, that sounds horrible. And Heather says, like Yoda, and also with you, also you with.
And also you with. That's hilarious. Beautiful again, just a lovely burgundy red. This one is so super soft, no itchiness at all. Not at all. And you could also wear it this way. So I did say something. And I think Dad was actually happy that I said something too, because
my dad does not want to be confrontational unless he has to.
I think it might be a guy thing. Like, I think when a guy says something to other guys, it implies that there will be a confrontation. Whereas if a woman says something to a bunch of guys, it's like, hey guys.
Yeah.
Like they're your
that's
mom.
What I mean. Like my dad doesn't want to do anything because he's like, oh, I don't want them to get the wrong idea. Like I'm just trying to be chill. But then you end up putting up with nonsense. Well,
like it was a lot. It was really noisy, and it wasn't like a place like a McDonald's. It was like a fine dining situation. It was pretty.
Oh my goodness. Morag says, I've researched all the points and then made talking points for each person who wanted to speak so that we weren't duplicating our points.
Wow.
That's crazy. Jackie Newell says, I'm with Priya. Horrible when others share their sound effects, whether you want them or not.
Yeah.
And she also says, please show Burgundy Maxi with Burgundy Darcy.
Oh. I can do that.
Rhonda says, that does sound awful, Morag. I'm sorry. Michelle said, I would ask the wait staff to say something to them. And Marguerite said, I love these maxi dresses, but my arms are not ready for prime time. I would need a t-shirt or a turtleneck.
I often wear a tank top, but I could also easily wear just a little cap sleeve or short sleeve t-shirt underneath. And again, I'm just at that point where I want to do what's right for me and not necessarily what's right for everyone else to see. So if what's right for me is wearing a t-shirt underneath a maxi dress, then that's what I'm going to do. Because you would wear it under overalls and not think twice. So I'm going to say the color is a smidge off. This is more purple.
I think the one before that, the last red one.
There was, this one? Yes, bang on.
So the one that's all red, beautiful with the Darcy.
Beautiful.
The one that is this tie-dye style. Oh, and I love the polka dots too.
It's beautiful. Shibori dyed.
It is. The color is a bit off. Jacqueline Webb said, did you use your teacher voice?
I used my calmest teacher voice that I used with my most challenging children.
Bless you.
The ones, those kids who are kind of looking for a reason and you really don't want to give them a reason. And you're kind of like, hey, friend, what do you think?
Did you know
that you could possible? But I totally get if it's not possible. But let's have a thought experiment of what would it be like if I could hear myself too, as opposed to hearing you. But no, I was actually just really nice about it. And then the dad was really nice about it. And I got the impression that he was not a seasoned dad. I kind of got the impression he may be a weekend dad. So really didn't have kind of like boundaries and rules in place. And then I also thought, maybe I'm just getting old. That's also possible. This is freaking gorgeous.
Jordy says they need to make a navy Darcy and also a brown. Whoa!
Agreed. Yeah, look at that, eh?
That's beautiful.
So this is one of those situations where the thread is made of silk. So you are not going to feel any of that on the inside. The only place you might feel is if you feel the sequins under your arm, but like they're quite soft. There's nothing itchy about that. The silk itself is incredibly soft. This one is a showstopper. Look at that. So rich. You want this one, don't you? I can tell by the look on your face.
It's so pretty. It looks like
pretty.
a giant, like if you blew up the veins of a leaf.
It does. Actually, does this feel like it would be Met Gala worthy?
Okay, I'm so glad you said that because I was thinking that as soon as I saw it. That
You
it would
were
be
thinking
Met
it too,
Gala,
right?
Because
Right.
it looks like Earth.
It does look like Earth. I feel like this, if it were a little bit longer and I swirled it around me on the ground
And you had
and then I posed
and you
on a
had
funny
three
angle.
people holding the tail of your dress.
Did you see how they would pose? They'd like body this way, then this way, then this way. Like they were contortionists.
Yeah. Did you see? I sent it to you. Did you see SZA's outfit?
I have not had a chance to check
She
any of my
used
stuff.
remnants for her piece.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay, I will definitely check it.
And also one of the people who attended, named Paloma, she wore a dress that was made out of over 100 dresses from the 30s and 20s that they had sourced from eBay.
Wow. Okay, I definitely have to spend some time looking at that. That was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I did start scrolling it because my computer was really slow and I was trying to upload something, but then as soon as it uploaded, I had to get back to work.
Oh, wow. Even Jordy says, wow, it's almost like a spider web or the veins in a leaf.
Yeah.
And then Morag says, poor Mira, she wants all the Maxis. I do. I really do. And I'll like, my mom will come in, I'll be like, Mom, like, this is a really nice dress if you want to donate it to a local charity called Mira's Closet.
Well, what Mira really likes is she has this great big pile, and then on her birthday, she'll be like, I don't really need anything, but like if you want to get me something from my
If for
pile,
my whole,
staff
like,
holds.
I mean, like, it's just like, I was going to get to it anyways. Like, I know that I know what it is, and that's how it's done.
done.
Unsurprisingly, freaking love this one.
Yeah, stunning.
Wow.
So those are all French knots with sequins. The color is
And French knots aren't itchy.
no, and they're all definitely done by hand. So I feel like, is that accurate? I feel like the yellow looks a little too
It
yellowy.
looks paler. It's more of like a
warmer
It's warmer in
and
person.
warmer and bolder.
Yeah, it's more of a golden yellow than a
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's like a sun yellow, but it's not pale.
I feel like the way you guys can see it right now, where the yellow looks more bold than the stripes, is how it actually looks in person. Like you see the stripes, but what you really see is the yellow. And then as soon as I get close, suddenly all you see is stripe. And that is not how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Stunning piece, though.
Dale Ingram says, I find most restaurants very, very noisy. Everyone seems to be speaking very loud, but then again, I am old. But honestly, restaurants are getting way too loud. I went somewhere, I can't remember where, but I sat down and the first thing I said was, and they should turn this music down.
You were with us. We were somewhere and you said that and I was laughing to myself.
We were at Conversate because we went
Yes.
upstairs and I was like, I actually think they need to turn the music up because this man is yelling in my ear.
Yeah. So what I've been trying, like I have heard that you can take your iPhone and set it in the center of the table and then set it up so that it actually plays what it's hearing into your AirPods.
Oh.
So that you can hear what's being said at the table amplified into your ear. So I haven't tried that yet, but I think if we ever go to a really noisy restaurant, I may have to.
Yeah.
Because it is getting harder and harder for me to hear at events that are noisy.
There's just so much blurring of background noise.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look at that one. This
Guys,
is all,
this one's so pretty.
it's all
like if a
contour
beautiful
stitching.
ice cream cone became a dress.
yeah, it really is. Actually, that's exactly what it is. So it's different shades of blue. This is a very, very fine kantha work. You can see the tiny, tiny stitches in the silk thread.
And kantha is one of my favorite stitchings because it's so detailed, it's so beautiful, but it's also really comfortable. I
It
find
is.
like I can't even tell that it's happening, like that there's this detail on the dress. And I find I can be really sensitive to itchy because it's just too uncomfortable for me. But I do love the kantha stitch ones because I find you get
don't
that
feel it.
detail in the embroidery without the itch.
The other thing is if you're ever looking at kantha stitch, kantha just means a straight stitch. If you're ever looking at anything that you find anywhere made in India with kantha stitching, see how these are very, very tiny stitches? This means that this would have been more of an artisan piece, something that was made by somebody who was really trying to create something that's a work of art with very delicate small stitches, as opposed to when you see the really big kantha stitches, that's just somebody with a needle and thread trying to get things done as quickly as possible. So this is definitely an artisan silk.
Rhonda says the yellow flower dress is super sunny.
Yeah.
Jane says, I love the maxis too. I don't care that my arms show. Oh, well, I'd rather be cool. Exactly.
Well, and that's where I'm landing too. Like, you know what? Somebody doesn't like the look of my arms. Don't look at them.
And Morag
I'm not making noise in a restaurant. You don't have to look at them.
And Morag says, I love Kantha too.
Yeah.
And Jordy says, me too. Beautiful and soft.
Yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
So this one is an olive green and wine red.
I love that color combo. We have a few of pieces that are like that combination, and it's just so beautiful. Imagine that for bathroom colors, Mom.
Which, this one?
Olive green.
Oh.
And like that red.
You could do your house in this colors. Or just get some art.
Well, I've been thinking a lot about house colors because I have to think about painting a house. But unfortunately, I don't have the vision that my mom has where she can just see it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, let me recreate my house on Sims and then play around.
So this here is called Zardozi work. It's actually going to be soft on the inside because it's just sewn in with regular thread mostly. But what it is coils of metal that they kind of create 3D patterns with. So Zardozi work is often used in wedding clothing. But because there's just very little of it, I think it just kind of forms an accent in this piece. So it's just down this one seam, and then there's some tiny Zardozi flowers.
Jordy says, ooh, interior, exterior house paint. I'm looking at interior house paint. There's the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
The issue is the possibilities are so endless.
Okay, guys, we are into baby dolls, which are some of my favorite.
I love doing the baby
I
dolls.
love doing the baby dolls. So
And
we
I
are going to
also
start with
Want to
regular
let you know
price.
that it is $9.26.
Oh, great. We're doing great.
Yeah. Sorry, is this full price?
These are full price. I feel like this is one of the ones I did for a sneaky peek. I
Might have.
love, 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 love this piece. So what you're looking at here are teals. I think it would be perfect with Tarocco or with thyme, but it's actually just, it's a pale teal. And then this is a sand color down here. The rest is black. So I would say that's what you're looking at. Sand, black, and teal.
Reminds me of a very beautiful moth.
Beautiful
Moth.
mall. I thought you said mall. And I'm like, the beautiful mall. That's
Mapleview.
interesting. It does look like it could be a beautiful moth because it's earthy. Stunning piece though. Like even just with black underneath it, this has just got so much going for it.
Heather says Benjamin Moore
Historical colors.
Histochimie?
I think she means historical.
Okay.
And yes, that's
Historic.
always.
Sorry, French keyboard. Historic colors. Start there.
I always start there. And I showed them to Mira and she goes, they're not just bright enough. So then I went to the Affinity collection. I went to their Color Pop or whatever it's called collection.
Papa.
And then Mira said, I think I'm too hungry to think about this.
It was post Pilates. I had no energy.
It was
I
post
had
Pilates,
no food.
pre-restaurant Paramount.
Pre-restaurant. It was right in the middle gap where my brain said, actually, I can't think of anything in this moment. Oh. I like that.
That's beautiful,
it
right?
looks like shadows.
It's gorgeous.
When I didn't even see the swirl above, that's so nice. Like
And
the
then-
swirl pattern.
Yeah, this swirl up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stunning. I think if I were to wear this, I would make sure I had a necklace in this color right there to kind of tie it all in.
Jordy says, ooh, but then the accessories and art can be bright. That is where I'm finding the... Oh my goodness, I love that one so much. Wow.
Look at those colors.
Wow.
And the polka
that one's
dots.
Wabi.
Polka dots, stripies.
Oh wait, are we doing Wabi or full price?
Wait. It's a great question. This was full price. This is Wabi. These are full price. Okay, so guys, just so we know,
Okay.
this one was full price. I'm going to put it over here. This one is Wabi. This one is Wabi Sabi as well. Maybe I just pushed them over accidentally. This one is Wabi Sabi. This is
Oh.
beautiful.
I don't see the first baby doll on the site. What's the number?
The first baby doll, was it this one that I tried on?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Yes.
PRG 8815.
8815. And then Morag says the stripes on the pocket are fab.
This one has a lot of embroidery on it. Like it's weighty embroidery.
Wow.
It's beautiful. And the silk is really soft. Yeah, this would have been an expensive sari too.
Yeah, that's definitely a celebratory sari.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So that's not just painted on. Everywhere where you're seeing this kind of silvery, all of this is thread work. Thread work on.
What shade is the pink on that baby doll?
It's a bluey fuchsia. So not a red fuchsia, but a blue fuchsia. Definitely a jewel tone.
Oh, apparently the delay is terrible
On the
live.
Oh,
I think
no.
because when I said the stripy pocket one, I think it was about the Boxy baby doll that I really loved.
I did this one too. This one,
That one's
unbelievably
beautiful.
soft. Yeah, you don't really appreciate this till you get up close to it.
And I love the flowers on the pocket.
Oh my gosh, yes. So do I. Ah, so whimsical. Love that. Very soft again, guys.
Oh, the stripes were 3 Boxies back. My bad.
Probably this one.
Yeah, I think it was that one. I love that. Oh, yeah, because the pocket's striped.
Mm-hmm. I love this one too. Okay, now I already showed you guys this one. We're into full price. This one is what we just pick better and better fabrics every time. So this is a really rich red. You can tell it's the expensive kantha stitching because of how tightly stitched it is.
Oh, it wasn't that one.
It wasn't? So which one could it have been?
One before that.
Okay,
Maybe the swirly green one.
maybe the swirly green one.
Stripes on the pocket.
Does it? It does! Stripes on the pocket.
Morag, I hope we did it.
It was a team effort.
It's a team effort, but I hope we did it.
Oh, this guy is definitely in the wrong spot.
Yes. Yeah, I tried to go through, but some of them I found were kind of mixed. Matched,
Yeah.
so. This one's so sweet.
This one is
Like this with a big hat and brown boots. And
This-
I'm at Dundurn, California.
yeah, this one screams Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, cowboy boots.
Cowboy boot. Yeah.
Cowboy
Anthropology
hat.
wishes they had that dress.
Yeah, they really do. Cowboy boots, cowboy hats, ribbons in your hair.
Ribbons in your hair. Braids.
Braids with ribbons. Absolutely.
Pie in the oven.
You have your oven with you.
Churning butter. We just keep going.
Churning butter, pie in the oven. You say howdy a lot.
Say howdy.
Oh.
Wood in the stove oven.
Speaking of which, guess who finally watched Hunting Wives?
Oh,
Speaking of howdy.
and
Speaking
what
of
did
howdy.
you think, Mom?
So, I have thoughts. It was fully entertaining. If you have not watched it yet, and you're looking for a good binge watch,
Oh, I'm
go for it.
gonna interrupt you really quick just to say that Jordy said, "Ooh, nice stripes on the pocket. Totally worth finding and pointing at. I completely missed the detail.
Jordy, we love you.
Amazing.
So this was one of the ponchos. It is a
Burnout. It's
yeah,
Wabtar.
it's a burnout
It's
Devore
Wabtar.
silk, and it's Avtar, and the colors are accurate. So
It's hard because of the
sheen.
The sheen. It is. I'd say it's like it's like an ember brightness.
It is. It's
Like a
exactly like a fire ember.
Yeah.
But when you guys are seeing it, you can see all kinds of different tones. It is actually all exactly the same tone. It's just reflecting differently.
Corey said, "I watched that. ... Holy."
Holy is right.
And then Jordy says, "Is it a reality show?"
It's not. So It reminds me a lot of, remember that other show that I told you guys I watched that was also set in Texas that I can't remember the name of? And all these women, just their lives revolved around being taken care of by the men. And their job was to be cute and happy. But they were also feisty, cute and happy Texan women. It was
Yellowstone?
No, it wasn't Yellowstone, but it was about oil, pumping oil. It had Billy Bob Thornton in it.
Oh, was it one of the Yellowstone ranch offs?
No, it was not.
Was it the one where he was the weird lawyer?
Yeah. Okay, so I found that one a little
Corey said it better not be a reality show.
Okay, so all right, so I found that a little off-putting because I felt like it was
Landsman. Sorry. That's right.
Thank
you, Corey. Thank you, Victoria.
So found it a little off-putting because I felt like the women did not have an identity in and of themselves except for how they were perceived by the men and how they were taken care of by the men and how they used their sexuality to get what they wanted from their men. Like that seemed to be the whole premise of it. So when I started watching Hunting Wives, I kind of felt it was the same vibe. Very early on in the first episode, the newcomer to the group says, "So what do you guys all do?" And they all look at her and they go, "Well, we wife." That was the answer. It was a verb, to wife.
Morag says, written by men.
It did have a fantasy element to it, for sure.
Yeah, that's like I didn't watch. I was like, oh my God, like this is so exciting because I love Audrey Plaza and I love Margaret Qualley. And this is like a woman loving woman movie. And then I saw it written by a man. I said, oh, this isn't going to be good.
You probably want to change that to full price Boxy Babydoll.
Yes. Wow. I think you should also do another close up of that one because it's so
stunning.
Amazing.
So, okay. So the women, the husbands were barely in it except for two husbands, both of whom really controlled their wives benevolently, but still full control. And meanwhile, these women have this totally separate life that their husbands don't really know about, but not because they're hiding it. It's because the husbands don't care. They literally don't care. These women are going out and shooting boars and drinking and going to parties and going to clubs and all the things. And they're not doing it because look at me, how I'm like I'm being independent and being myself and, take that, husband, look at me go. Husband literally does not give two farts about.
Nice save.
Thank you. About what they're doing. And yet the way that they define themselves is as wives. So is it a reality show? Is it a satire? If that's what life is really like in Texas, all I can say is, oh my. Oh my. It can't be though. I bet you there are people around the world though who aren't Canadian who have no idea of what North American culture is like, who watch that show and go, yep,
oh my
that's
God.
probably true.
I saw just like a random reel of this girl who was trying to advertise her ice cream shop in Saskatchewan. None of that is necessary. None of that is relevant. Except for the fact that she speaks and I understand it perfectly. I look at the comments. Anyone who isn't from Canada says, what is she saying? I don't know what she's saying. How is anyone understanding this? And the rest of the comments are just Canadians being like, do we have an accent?
No, it was a really disturbing show.
What would the purple Darcy look like with that Boxy?
It would be beautiful. So I think the other thing that really bothered me about it was it was so pro-life, which is fine. You can be pro-life, but it was also so hypocritical. Like everything that they said that they believed in that defined who they were, they did all the opposite stuff. Like they're supposed to be like defined by their religion. Friends, I don't know what religion it was, but the religions that I know don't really approve of the things that they were doing. I don't know. Full of contradictions, that one. It's one of the ones that if you're with your girlfriends watching it, you'd want to turn it off every once in a while and just go.
It's one of those things where it's like, there's loopholes to certain things within religion. Like it's like how I've talked to you about, and because I think it's very interesting that there's kind of like, it's definitely like it escalated to more of like a joke and playing on that. But the idea, Jordy says, and what about with verbena pants?
Oh, great question.
And it's that like a lot of Mormons won't have caffeine, so they don't have coffee and tea. But then also, for some reason, it's become a known thing that like they won't have coffee and tea, but they'll have ketamine. And it's like, hey girl, where's the line?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I just found it. I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
Corey says it was binge and cringeworthy.
That is exactly it. Exactly. Corey, on the nose. Binge-worthy and cringeworthy. Yes, absolutely. It was a good watch. And if you thought about it too much, it was disturbing.
Like anything.
Like anything. There should be a verbena in here. Speaking of which, guys, next week we're getting the big swatches for the fall.
Jane says, sounds awful. I love that.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
Is my life a better place for having watched it? No.
And Morag, we did not do side ties in this sneak peek. That'll be shown on Friday.
I think it works really well, even though, ironically, there is no purple. That's a blue. But because it's next to the red, it reads as a purple.
Wow. Color theory is crazy.
Yeah. Time?
9:40.
Oh, look at this.
That one I've been eyeing this whole time.
My God.
Because I sat with red pants.
Is that applique? No, it's embroidered in.
Wow.
That's applique.
The background pattern is beautiful.
This is so delicate.
The leaf one, it's more at the top too, yeah.
Then you see stunning. Stunning piece.
Corey said, I watched it all in one day. I was obsessed, but shocked.
Yes.
And Jane said, then I can't be bothered.
Don't be bothered. There's better TV
There's better TV out there. Don't be bothered.
Oh, Beef season 2 is good. It's good. It has depth. It's interesting. It's engaging. You can take away some moral values and, new understandings of life. I
realized that I wasn't into it because of the stalker vibes from season 1.
Oh, yeah, that would have bothered you.
Yeah.
Mira had a stalker.
I'm like, what a crazy chapter in my life, because I do forget about that.
Do you want to tell them about your stalker?
Well, I mean, I guess I can.
Are you okay with talking about it?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm totally fine talking about it. Yeah, it was just when I was first working at Sorry Not Sorry, and Heather said that she binged Beef season 2. Yeah, Rachel's watching it right now.
It's really good.
I was just working at Sorry Not Sorry when we first opened, and oh my God.
Yeah, those are painted. Those designs.
Wow. You know who that reminds me of? Kit.
Which Kit?
Kittredge? No, Kit.
From what show?
Interior designer.
Oh, Kit Kemp.
Kit Kemp. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like
beautiful.
Kit Kemp. It's stunning. An incredible work on it.
Please try on red Babydoll.
Okay, that was this other one. Okay, tell them about your stalker.
So I was working at the store, and I was but a young thing.
You were.
I was literally only like 17.
No, weren't you already in university?
I was my first year at Brock.
So you were 18, 17,
but 18. I was turning 18,
yeah,
so I was 17.
Yeah.
And I was at the store, and there was a man, and he would call in, and he kept being like, we met him at one of the big openings.
Yeah, we met him at an art crawl. And he was striking up a conversation with me, and he was Indian, and I thought he was just really interested in what we, like the heritage of it all.
And then he kept calling saying that he had talked to my mom about getting in Indian bracelets. And I would be like, unfortunately, I don't think we are getting them in. And then the conversation would always turn to, what's your name? What are you doing? Where are you going to school? And then when I was at school and not at the store, he would call in and be like, is Mira working? Where's Mira? Oh, she's at school. What school does she go to? When is she going to be home? And it got really scary. Like, he would come in and he would hide in the change rooms while other customers were there until they left. So it was just me and him.
Kim at one point chased him down the street.
Kim was in the store. Yeah. And she came in and I was really freaked out. And she's like, what happened? And I was like, oh, he was just here. He went down the street. And Kim said, hold down the store.
And she
chased him.
She ran after him to find out where he ended up. It turns out he was in the Mission.
Yeah, he was in the Mission. And then I had called the police just to like be like, hey, I don't know what to do about this and I'm feeling really uncomfortable. And then he had come back to apologize, but he had like ripped off the heads of flowers.
He had found these dead tulips,
and he ripped the heads off the tulips and then put them on the table and said, I didn't want to scare you. I didn't mean to scare you. But like he would also just be like, I love you, we should get married.
Oh my
and
God.
I said, hey.
It was so scary. So then eventually, well, we called the door.
After the
we
flowers,
called the cops.
Yeah, I was like, you have to go. I locked the door, called the cops. And I was like, I don't want to press charges because like it wasn't like threatening. It was just
creepy. Scary.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think he'd hurt me. But it was creepy.
To be fair, the Hamilton police were amazing.
No, I do have to say they were so good. They're really attentive. I had a really helpful caseworker who updated me. I still get updates from them. Like if there's any movement where he's near Hamilton, they'll call me and be like, last we heard he was in Edmonton. I think he's in like St. Catharines recently.
They put a restraining order on him so that he couldn't even walk down like the street.
Yeah.
And if he did, they would be arresting him.
We had to have like our upstairs neighbor at the store. He would go out.
Beautiful, so soft.
Oh my God. And I love the bath.
Yeah.
He used to go and stand on his porch, on his patio to watch me get to my car to make sure, because I was always scared that he would come to the car. But yeah, it was really scary. It made it really hard to work on the street for a really long time. It's something I actually like forget how far I've come.
But that explains why you didn't like beef.
But that's why I didn't like beef, because he followed her. Because we were talking, Chef and I were talking about it.
Yeah.
And it was that there was a disagreement and then they follow each other.
Can I ask you for 1 second to just write down wabi sabi high low?
Yes. And so I was like, I hate that. I immediately hate that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, lol, that's probably why.
Yeah.
But it was a learning curve, and honestly, it was like,
well, Shefali's really good at dealing with people like that. When I first met her,
she had so much more experience. Helpful, like whenever anyone would come in the store, she'd just shoot them down.
Well, and that's it, like so cruel. Good. She was cruel almost.
Yeah,
she'd be like there was a guy who was hitting on her, and he asked how old she was, and then she said, "And how old are you? Like around 90?" It was mean. She got that Mississauga in her.
She got that Mississauga in her.
Oh, she puts up with no nonsense. She shuts them down.
And honestly, like she was one of the main reasons I was able to really get back to actually like helping out during super crawls and art crawls on the street, because anytime I'd be scared, she'd be like, point him out. Who was it? And I'd be like, it was this guy. I get scared.
Yeah, she shuts people down.
She shuts them down.
Which is so great, because I think the problem is I raised you to be nice.
Yeah.
You know, like, unless you had a direct reason not to be nice.
It's like, which is fair, because in many circumstances, being tough can worsen the situation. But I find with men in that kind of situation, being tough is usually the best thing, because it makes it not worth the effort.
You're too difficult to be bothered with, which is a pity that it has to go that way.
Yeah. So for some of the comments, Morak said, I had a stalker. He went to jail for beating a girlfriend. Crazy times.
Wow.
Things I appreciate about being old. No stalkers.
So true.
And then she said, ooh, more striped pockets. And then Jordy said, oh no, that's so scary. I'm glad to hear people were really good at helping in that situation. I do have to say, because I am like a person who is like ACAB.
Okay. She definitely doesn't like the police.
Where I think the police system has so many flaws, where so many people feel like they aren't able to be helped. But I do.
That's all cops are. That's bad. I don't think that's true.
You could also say all cops are bad.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fine line. Because
I don't find that to be true. In my life, I just got to say, I have to plug the fact that in my life, I cannot tell you how many times police officers were there and made me feel safe. That's created and showed like even that whole thing with Shafali, remember her mom and
well,
like,
that's what I was going to say is like the police. I am someone who thinks on a greater scale, the police system needs to have more of a social perspective and intervention. But at the same time, the police system here in Hamilton, like they were like I was really, really lucky and very, very grateful that they took what I was going through very seriously. They provided support. And it could have easily been an instance of just writing it off. But the fact that they listened to a young kid and a woman of color about something like this in retail, where unfortunately it is common. Yeah. It was like definitely have to give props to them.
I guess that's why I have trouble with that phrase ACAB, because I agree with you that like many of our social systems, there's a lot of room for improvement. Mm-hmm. And if the system was, I mean, if the acronym was there's room for improvement in the police force, I'd be like right there with you.
But it's the ACAB is the same thing. It's the same idea as when people say not all men, but all men. Because it's like, it's not all men, but you don't know which ones. So for your safety, you have to assume all men. It's the idea of not all cops, but you don't know which ones. And so you have to move through life with the assumption that you might not, like, it might be them, you know? So you have, it changes how you interact with the justice system, because you might be way more assertive than you would have needed to be in a situation where you're going through something and you're seeking help, make sure that you're really being clear about what you want. Like it's really,
the burden falls on the victim. Yeah. To make sure that they, like as you, who the person needing the support, that you are articulate and you're able to convey your message, and that good intentions are assumed as opposed to negative intention.
And like also, the situation was also so tricky because I did feel bad because like I knew that I had more privilege in the situation, because I was more of like, I was more well off, I was more articulate, I was young, but I was also like from Canada, and he was an older man who didn't speak English as well, and so there was that like,
and maybe didn't understand the social norm, because in India that's fairly common for a guy to be that aggressive.
In India it is fair game.
Yeah.
And that is how the game is played, unfortunately. Yeah. And so that's why it's so tricky. There's always so much gray in these situations, but yes, anyways, that got a little heavy, but
yeah.
That one's nice. I like that one.
So this, I don't know what this is
I think it's just part of the pattern.
It feels like part of the pattern. It is a wabi-sabi piece. I think it's a stain.
Really?
But it just looks like part of the pattern.
It looks like part of the pattern, yeah. We'd have to see other pieces in that fabric.
Yeah, it looks very much like it could just be part of the pattern.
And Morag says, I choose the bear. And Jordy said, Mira agreed, and I'm really glad to hear of that positive experience. Yes.
Yeah.
So I usually say ACAP, except for the ones who do really try.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's definitely the system on as a whole rather than...
Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, couldn't you say that about teachers? Like, there are some teachers who are stellar, and then there are some teachers who probably should not be.
A lot of the thought process, because I've actually read some really interesting papers on it, but a lot of the thought process is that with police programs specifically, it is different from other jobs because they are given the authority to deem what is right and wrong.
Yeah.
And so within their program, their whole thing is like, it's really bad, but a lot of the old structures of police programs were to completely break down the person and then rebuild them, completely dehumanize the person and then rebuild them as an authority. And because of that, there's not the empathy aspect of it, right? And that's where it comes in, where you need the teaching. And like, I think that, like, for instance, even with teaching, there has been such an increase in including that more sociological perspective, because I feel like they're more open to that change.
Mm-hmm.
But then,
can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Of course.
Just because I want to put this one away. I need to tell you that the little sparkles you're seeing are Swarovski crystals. And the reason that I got so close to the screen is that it's a jacquard print. So in addition to these lovely leaves, I hope that you notice that there are paisley patterns that are actually woven into the fabric of the sari. Okay, keep going.
well, I was just going to say, I mean, maybe we should talk about the silks during the Silk Live. just that. But I do think that to end on a good note, I do think that there is change happening and that there is more of that empathetic and sociologically led perspective.
It makes sense with more and more people of your generation and millennials who kind of have a different perception. Those are the ones who are taking those jobs now, right?
Yeah, and I think Mamdani's a really good example of that.
He's so cute.
I love that guy.
I love that guy.
Corey says same thing with doctors and lawyers. Yeah, very much.
Oh,
and Morag says, I'm just sitting gasping over the high-lows.
Yeah, they're so beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That one's my favorite.
Wow. This
And it's
would
wabi,
be
you said?
This one is still wabi, yeah. So I think this one with Mandevilla would be breathtaking. Do I even have a Mandevilla here, or was Mandevilla last year?
Guys.
No, these are spring. Mandevilla was winter.
That one's so beautiful. I love it so much.
This one looks like a Kath Kidston.
Yes, this is a Mira pick. Official Mira pick. Jordy says, gorgeous, and I love that you put one on backwards.
Thank you.
Ooh.
I know. Too pretty. So soft. Look at the colors.
This one is giving Secret Garden.
It really is. It's a kind of like a deep magenta. And then we have, like it almost looks like a cartoon. Like, do you see it, right? You see it too?
Sorry. Heather said, Mira needs that high-low for sharing her story with us.
That's right.
And Jory says, like a maxi caftan, but with a cooling vent in the back.
Yeah, that's right. So for those, and actually we do have customers who wear them that way. We have this one customer, Lohifa, who's got the most gorgeous little bum. And she likes to show off. She likes to show off her assets. And so she wears her high-lows with the back open with a
emphasis
pair of
on assets.
Unbelievably soft, guys. Sand and turquoise. Teal. No, sky blue.
And I'm like not trying to persuade you or anything, but Jordy said that she agrees with Heather.
Well, you do have a birthday coming up if it's still here.
And when she says if it's still here, she means my birthday, not the silk.
This is another one that I think we showed. It's too beautiful.
One thing that I'm
into full price.
Yeah.
Oh, full price started. These two are full price.
One thing that I really noticed with the Met Gala, and one thing that I really appreciated being a part of Sorry Not Sorry, was so many waifs.
So many skinny women.
Blowing away in the wind.
Yeah.
And like it got to a point where I saw someone who I follow who has the healthiest, like normal, perfect body. And I said, wow, I'm like actually like this is shattering my early 2000s growing up perspective. Because she looks just like how Jessica Simpson looked when everyone hated Jessica Simpson and she looked like a normal woman.
Yeah.
The world needs to apologize to Jessica Simpson.
The world needs to apologize to all women, Mira. How ridiculous is it that a body can only look one way? That's ridiculous.
It's so insane. It's so insane. And with all of it that's happening, I'm really happy about something that's really good is... Morag said, love the teal navy chartreuse.
That was beautiful. That's why I liked Heidi Klum so much. When you asked me who did I like the most, and I said Heidi Klum, because I'm like, that girl did not play anyone's game.
No.
She's like, you want me to dress up? I will.
That girl just loves a costume, though.
Yeah, but she didn't make her body the star of the show. And I'm like, good for you.
But what I do really love is Hilary Duff was one of those women who was trying to be a star during the early 2000s. And she has actually come out with a workout routine. Is that like a chandelier?
Kind of, yeah. And she's talking about being fit, right? Fit, not something.
She said, stronger, not smaller.
Yes.
And she's like, this workout is about becoming stronger and not about trying to not take up space. I want to take up space and I want to be strong.
Yeah.
Because she's like, she used to be a gymnast, and she's like, I used to be embarrassed about how strong I was because I could support my entire body and do a flip, right?
Oh,
or do a handspring.
So soft. Wow.
And so I think it's just really cool that it's like, because I do think that there is this idea that like about women's strength and like it having to be more in the background.
Well, right. Being strong is considered masculine.
Yeah. And like, it's like women are only expected to be emotionally strong. But I like the idea of women being physically strong to take up space.
But here, just like with us and Sorry Not Sorry, where we are saying be comfortable and do what suits you, it's mind-blowing that this is a new idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jordy said, is that actually little lampshades on the one with the chandeliers? I think so.
Yeah,
like
those look like little lampshades.
Wow.
And you can see them more right there in the back.
Front.
Front. Yeah, they are street lamps, aren't they? I thought I saw birds, but they were flowers. I thought some of those were birds, but they're not.
And every family should, Morag. She said, not my family. My kids thought women pump iron.
That's because Morag was a bodybuilder.
And you know what? They do. And women do. Rhonda said, woohoo, my silk order just arrived.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I also wanted to let you know that it is 10.
Okay, good, because I am down to the last 3. And we did start 1 minute late.
We kind of been nailing the timing lately.
We have been. This is so beautiful. I don't even know what decade that is, but I am loving her.
We jumped around with the conversation a bit tonight, but I hope y'all enjoyed it.
You know what? It's nice to have little interesting conversations. A little bit of fluff, a little bit of TV.
I love this.
This is stunning.
Because it feels like a pattern that you'd only see in warm rusts.
Yeah.
I really like that it's in the blues.
We never get stuff like this in the blues. And guys, soft. So soft.
You can tell with how it falls that it's soft.
Yeah. And then actually our last but not least really is not least. Here we go.
Wow. Whoa.
Whoa. Love this. And that's it, ladies. We are done. We will see you guys again on Friday, where we do our final sneaky peek. There will be no release day live because our store is going to be open for Mother's Day. And then moving forward after that, stay tuned because we will be doing a weekly release of 20 pieces. We don't have all the details yet, but when we have them, we'll make sure we share them with you. And we'll also do a poll on the swap and sell. So we can find out what day works best for everybody.
Marilyn says, it's been a wonderful evening. See you Friday. Morak says, the high-low this time are over the top.
They really are.
Jacqueline Love said, saved the best for last. And Heather said, thank you, ladies.
Bye,
Jordy said,
everybody.
thank you, great one. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you all for joining us. Have a good night.